Hello.
I've got a co-host today, guys. Mr. Tim is here. We're playing Minecraft.
Yay.
First time I've used Minecraft to build anything properly. My tool belt is completely empty,
Oof.
so
Exciting.
it's very exciting. Mr. Tim and I have got a little project, something that we're going to start building. It's going to take probably a while. I mean, I don't know. You know this better than me. How long is this going to take, in your opinion, with all your experience?
Years, I reckon.
Years.
No, just kidding. We could do it. We'll see how it goes in the first day, I guess, or the first stream.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to learn all the buttons for a start. I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're doing good so far.
Right,
You're
we're
walking
getting there,
around. You can hit some blocks, of course.
What's what's
know.
hit? What's hit?
R2.
Oh, two. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Right.
So that's
Hi,
gathering
sir.
some
Hello, people in the comments.
dirt.
Who am I playing with? I'm playing with Mr. Tim.
Hello.
The best dressed person I have ever met.
Oof.
Yeah,
Me?
seriously. Yeah, you.
Oh.
True story. Completely
You're
true.
too kind.
Well, I'm
Thank
hoping
you.
I can get hold of some of your jackets. What? Right. So I've got I'm mining with my hand. Now what do I need?
Yeah. Well, usually we need to mine some trees first to get some wood.
Okay.
And I can see some. Well, there's none nearby, but we can go travel
Oh, they're
somewhere
trees. Let's go get them.
over here and
So-
cut them down with our bare hands.
Right, yes. So the plan is we're going to cut the trees down, and then
Yeah.
when we've got what we need, we're going to start building a street. And
Mm.
we're going to use the building of the street to think about something that's coming up on a GCSE paper soon. We're going to be thinking about Weimar and Nazi Germany, guys. How did you?
Exciting.
So what do you think about Weimar and Nazi Germany? How the Nazis come to power? Oh, I can't even get up. How did you get up in the water reels, Mr. Tim? Oh, it's X.
Yeah,
there we
just
go.
hold X, jump.
And triangle
it.
is to get. This is
Not triangle.
Right, an X is jump.
Yeah.
Cross.
That's the
It's
way.
officially cross it. You know that, don't you? That's what
Yeah.
Sony said recently.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's not an X button, it's a
not
cross
X.
button. Yeah, true story. So, as we're building, I did make a promise last stream that I was going to teach people what brazy meant. I've been doing lots of homework on my slang recently, so if you stick around a little bit, I'll tell you what it means. And
Oof.
I think people will be surprised. I think you'll be surprised, Mr. Tim, actually.
I actually don't know what brazy means, so yeah. Hopefully, I will be surprised.
It's getting...
Can I guess?
Yeah, go on, have a guess.
Does it mean it's cold?
No, well, it could. It means crazy. It's another way of saying crazy, right? But there's a reason that it's brazy, not crazy. Oh, go on, I'm gonna give it to you later. But we need to go inside, I think, because
Yeah,
doesn't this
we
mean
need to. So, we made a base already.
Yes, we've got
Just
a little
basic base.
place to. Oh, there we go. Look, there's the whatever they are.
Oh, they. Oh no. Yeah,
Oh, there's loads.
there's too many. So run towards the light or follow me as
Oh,
fast
I'm
as you
already
can.
getting cut up here.
Oh no.
We've gone pure clickbait as well with the title today. I did think, should we call it Weimar and Nazi Germany GCSE revision, or should we go pure clickbait?
Clickbait
We
was
went
the way to
clickbait
go.
every single time. Didn't go all caps though. Maybe next time. Right. Okay. So.
Yeah. Not too clickbait. Oh no.
Oh, I can't sleep.
There are monsters nearby, so we can't sleep. Alright.
Not yet.
You see in this chest,
Yeah.
sir, we have stone tools. So you've got. Should see a sword. You can grab that
That's
by
just-
pressing triangle.
Oh, L2.
Nope, triangle.
Right.
That's it.
Put that in my inventory, is it?
And put that, yeah, your tool belt at the bottom. It should be there, and you can select it using L1, R1.
Oh. Eventually, I'll get this. I'll all the buttons and it'll be a lot quicker. What? So I need to put my the tool belt's right at the bottom.
Yeah,
Wicked.
the tool belt is like that slidey thing at the bottom.
Okay.
and you can switch through different stuff in your inventory.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is kind of just smash these guys up. Where
And
are
then
they?
Right, and then we're gonna go to sleep.
Oh, yeah,
Spider.
exactly. Clear the perimeter.
So-
Oh no!
It's not really
one of those
combat
long
based
ones.
in this game. Is that bad?
Uh-oh.
There's
Yeah,
2 of them. There's 3 of them.
yeah. Get back inside.
Well, once we're out of
Those
this,
guys are trouble. Huh?
do you know, this is typical, isn't it? Once we've got this bit established now, we've got rid of these scruffs. Oh no!
Oh no!
Enderman, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Right, don't worry,
Those long-legged black things are not Slenderman, Enderman.
Slenderman. Right, once we've got rid of these scallywags, we'll explain what the plan is. We're going to start thinking in a minute about Germany at the end of the First World War. Makes sense, really, playing Minecraft. And we're slowly going to start telling the story of how the house that we're going to build becomes important. Because I reckon, you know what it is, obviously, Mr. Tim. What we're going to build eventually, you know, people will know what it is. So, we want to be able to tell the story of how we get there. Within the context of, oh, I can't sleep now. You got to sleep, I can't sleep.
No?
So what we'll do, I'll just keep an eye on comments as well. Let's see. There might be some questions. So before we start doing any proper history, let's see. There's loads of conversations. I've missed stuff. Oops. Why play Minecraft? Oh, that was earlier. Maybe I've explained since. Mr. Tim's mic is quite loud. You've got a clear mic, I think, is what it is.
Oh,
mine's probably quiet, to be honest.
I can have that less.
Oh,
Is that
what
better?
A guy. What a guy. So.
Let me know, chat.
Okay, right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of the monsters, and then we're going to have a little chat about what Germany's like at the end of the First World War. And eventually, what we're going to do once it's daytime, we're going to start building a street. Well, we'll see if anyone can have a guess what it is. It's going to be in Amsterdam, and the building is going to be It's going to be used mostly, for at least for the purposes it's most famous for being used, after 1942, I believe, and a very famous book was written within it. So I wonder. I'll have a look in the chat in a sec to see if anybody can tell me what it is. So I think those are pretty good clues, don't you, Mr. Tim?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, how did this guy get in here?
It says controller is drift. Do you know what drift is, Mr. Tim? Do you know what that means?
I have no idea.
I think
Isn't it when you take a car, put the handbrakes on, and have it accelerated on a corner?
I know. Yeah, and in a drive-by, it might be right. Let's say you need to make a train for the Treaty of Versailles. That's an excellent idea. Although Treaty of Versailles was signed in the House of Mirrors, which might be worth building anyway. The armistice that ended the First World War was signed in the train, but maybe that is worth a shout.
That sounds crazy. I mean, brazy.
It's proper brazy. That is.
Is it like something that we can do in Minecraft or no?
It probably is. Actually, it's just a train. Maybe we should have started with that because that is kind of where our story's going to go fairly soon, actually.
Cool.
But not had any guesses yet about where we're going, so or what we're building, which is fine.
Yeah.
We'll keep going. And where have you gone, Mr. Tim? Oh yes.
Yeah.
So now, what's the plan? To go and get trees.
Yeah, to get some wood.
Right. Let's go. So let's just get going.
Oh, we're just attacked from every corner, aren't we?
I thought that doing it in survival would give a bit of jeopardy. It'd be a bit more exciting. It's the controller stick going out. Apparently, that's what drift is. What does that mean though for the controller stick to drift out?
Is it when you're not touching the controller and it still moves? Is that what it means?
It might be. If someone's clocked that from purely watching on here, that's pretty impressive, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah.
But apparently I've got a drifty controller. That's what drift is. Got my profile picture. Can't see it, I'll be honest. 444.josh. I can't see. So, what we'll do. First World War starts the summer of 1914 and it ends in 1918. Germany are basically, by the time the First World War ends, are starving because the Allies have put a big blockade around Germany. Oh, you've been killed by a witch. Yeah. There's a witch. There's witches in Minecraft.
I know. I'm so sorry.
In daytime, I thought it was supposed to be nighttime, but things happened.
I can't even. I can't even fight back.
Right, can I mine with my hand in the meantime?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
you can
slow and
learn.
steady, yeah?
Don't forget to build tools as well.
Do the gritty.
Uh,
Who's with Sir? Who's with Sir? Mr. Tim, the man, myth, legend.
yeah, Mr. Tim.
Who
Yeah.
dat?
So
Who dat? Do the gritty. Hilarious.
where are you? I can't even find you
I'm
anymore.
in the trees, mate. I'm chopping.
Which-
How many logs do I need to make a table? Because I need a table first, don't I?
Yeah, you need a crafting table,
I'll make a table in a sec.
and you probably just need one log, I think, because that makes
Little?
4.
So let's try crafting square. And what tab is it in? Construction, is it, Mr. Tim?
Yeah, construction.
Oh no, I've
No,
only
it
got
should be on the first tab. The one with the magnifying glass.
Oh right, craftable. Nah,
Yeah.
not there.
Really?
Yeah, I've just got oak planks and oak wood.
Oh,
Right.
you need to make oak planks first.
Oh, hang on a sec. Mad respect for Horror Game Fan. Horror Game Fan has paused research on a pneumothorax just to be here.
What?
I don't know. Is that what's the pneumothorax? Sounds like a Pokemon. Is that what it is? Make
Yeah.
oaks. Right, make oaks. Armite says right. Craftable. I'll make some oaks.
Oak planks. Yeah.
Oh, is that what I need to do? Oak planks.
You've got a fan as well.
Oh yeah. Oh,
There's a
wicked
chicken.
crafting table. Oh.
He's just
Right, here we
watching
go. Place. Look at this. This is progress. This is. So let's get through. Let's do a little bit of history so that what we're going to build makes a bit of sense, and then we can concentrate a
Yeah.
bit more on what we're doing in it. So hang on, I've got to make an axe first. Is that right, Erlo? Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep, that's right.
And where would that be?
It should still be when you left L2 this kind of, what is it, crafting table.
Yep.
It should pull up options to make tools, but it might be because you need a stick first.
Oh, it's always
So if you
another step.
have a stick, if you make a stick first, that should give you more options.
Make a stick first.
Yeah.
Make more logs. There's a bit of guidance coming. I'll mine a bit more.
Yeah.
So basically, Germany loses First World War, right, guys? And then the state of Germany at the end of the First World War means that everyone is super, super desperate and no one is in a good place. People are angry with the Kaiser, the leader. He does a runner on the 9th of November. And on the 11th of November, Germany surrenders. And people are super, super unhappy about Germany surrendering because people in Germany thought that Germany will win in the First World War. So it's a big, big surprise to lots of people when they actually surrender in the end. A lot of the discontent actually that's caused by how they lose the First World War and the situation they're in, and especially by the Treaty of Versailles that they sign. The new government, that is, when I say they, the new government that takes over is called the Weimar Republic. Makes people so angry that people just basically want to get rid of it almost immediately. So that's a little bit of a setup for what we'll eventually be looking at, and it's obviously going to take us a long time because I'm a proper noob on this and I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll eventually guide our way through the discontent in Germany at the end of the First World War to people wanting to get rid of the new system of government, to people eventually for a brief period of time liking the new system of government, to people eventually getting rid of it altogether and replacing it, or at least allowing the Nazi Party to take over, generally speaking. That's obviously a really rough run through that someone would have a problem with because it's too simple, but I've got to concentrate on my mining, haven't I, at the minute.
What did people kind of say towards this new government in general when they found out?
Well, they had a nickname, actually. That's a good question. They had a nickname pretty early on because they signed the armistice. Well, so basically on the 9th of November, the Kaiser, essentially the king or the emperor, did a runner because people in Germany in the navy were mutinying against him.
Yeah.
So he leaves, and he's replaced by a new system of government called the Weimar Republic because it's set up in a town called Weimar. And 2 days after they are established, they basically sign a ceasefire that stops the First World War. So because they do this in November, they're called the November Criminals. Pretty inventive, eh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
So Adolf Hitler and his cronies especially refer to the new government as the November criminals because they basically surrendered as soon as they came into power, innit?
See.
Right, hang on, I've got some guidance here. So, you need to make oak planks to make a stick. To make the stick, I need to turn my oak planks into to make an axe, I need to turn the oak planks into a stick. Where's the crafting table gone, Mr. Tim? Have you picked it up or something?
It's somewhere here.
Or have I wandered away from it?
No, I think it should still be where you placed it first.
Crash
Unless you
not
moved
to
it.
play this.
It's here. I found it.
Aha, okay. Yeah, Ahmed's added a bit of detail. He abdicates on the 9th of November because if he didn't, the leaders wouldn't have supported him. Absolutely. So as people are kicking off and there's rebellions taking place in Germany, the Kaiser realises basically his numbers up, so he has to go. Aha, right. I've got a stick now. So where are we?
Yeah.
So we got a stick, and then I've got to make an axe. Right, I'm slowly getting the hang of where things
Make
are.
a pickaxe so that you can hit some stone.
So to
with
make
it.
a pickaxe,
It should be 3
I
oak
need some more
planks
planks,
and
man.
two sticks.
right? Okay. Right, I've got a pickaxe now. 2 of them. Watch out. So as we're going, if you've got questions or anything, it could be Minecraft related. It could be anything related, to be honest. This is obviously a bit more relaxed than the other streams we've done, which have been heavy on getting through things quickly. Oh, look at that, that's much faster. Or is it? That's still taking ages. Have I made the wrong pickaxe here?
Yeah. The pickaxe is for stone. So we've got to go to get. So the plan is, stone is much better than wood, obviously. So we're gonna make stone tools with the current wooden tools that we've got, and hopefully, with those stone tools, we'll make our process quicker.
So hang on a second. How do I make a stone tool then? So we need to go get some stone.
We've gotta mine some stone using this pointy thing.
Right, hang on a sec. Sir, mate, eat some food. Oh, right, okay, I need to eat food.
Oh yeah.
Eat rotten flesh. Is that advisable? Are we gonna do that, or is that?
I don't think so.
Should I kill this chicken?
It doesn't. Yeah, kill the chicken. You can. Oh, but you need to cook him up.
I see what you mean. This is gonna take years, isn't it? It's gonna take
we
years.
haven't
It's gonna
even-
take eternity.
We haven't even dropped 1 block for our project, so.
I don't think we'll get ambitiously. I thought we might at least get the outside of the building built today. That says a lot, doesn't it?
To be fair, we should have some wood already in that chest.
Oh, the one from
in the
earlier.
upstairs. Yeah, the upstairs. Sorry, not upstairs.
Oh. Right, we've not had. I'm just checking though. Back to the comments. We've not actually had anyone yet go to the mountains. Armin says. Oh, well, we're going to go and have a nap first because I can't have any more witches or endermen coming to get us. We've not had any guesses yet or any plugs about what we're actually trying to build. So, obviously, it's a building, it's a house of sorts. So the clues, I've forgotten what clues. What were the clues? The clues were, somewhat night time officially. The clues were it's built, it's used from 1942 onwards mainly. That was the first one. A very famous book was written inside it, and it's also in Amsterdam. Has anybody got any ideas of where it might be? We could always go into creative mode. If we go into creative mode, do we have to eat and all that sort of thing?
No.
Ah, maybe that's a good idea.
No eating.
So we get,
Everything's
and do we have resources
available to you? Yeah.
Oh, really? Maybe we need to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Should we do that?
Potentially. I mean, can we just switch over with what we just now?
Let me check.
Perfect. We've got a winner.
We do?
Yeah, we've got a winner. Someone's got it.
Nice.
Hang on, we've got a question first though. Sir, would you consider doing a stream dedicated to the witch trials in Britain during the reign of King James II? Absolutely, yeah. Especially if we can find a game where we can kind of base it, that'd be fine. Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
it.
cool.
Anne Frank's house. What's
Hey.
called? It's called the Secret Annex. Okay, so I found a website with the blueprints of what the annex looked like, and when I found the website, because I've been reading a diary recently, which also, by the way, you really should read. If you've not read Anne Frank's diary, oh my word, this kid, she's hilarious. She really, she writes so well. Like honestly, it's the story's a tragedy already, but When you read how intelligent and funny she is, it's just even more sad. But you are literally flying around on my screen.
I know. Yeah, I want to read that as well.
Yeah, you
I
should.
I don't think I've read it.
I'm about a quarter of the way through, and I've been really impressed so far. So hang on. So how do we get into creative mode then? Let's get serious here.
You should already be in creative mode, right?
Oh, have you switched it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Can
Oh,
you-
oh, great. So now what do we do then? Where's the plan now?
So if you just to check, if you double tap cross, not X,
X, yep.
does it make you fly up? There you go.
Yeah.
And then if you press circle, is it still circle or is it not?
So yeah, it's still a circle, yeah.
Okay. So if you press circle, you'll go down and go up.
Oh,
and then-
we're just saying we
Uh-huh.
I don't know, Mr. Tim, if you can see the comments, but
Yeah?
someone thought we
Oh,
were
no, I
building
can't.
something a lot more controversial than we actually are.
Uh,
So that's good news. Yeah, we're building the secret annex. The reason is because so we can just wreck all this now.
yeah,
Yeah, all right.
pretty much.
Oh, quality. Oh, it's so fast as well. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Now we're talking. This will be much better. Be much more useful. So yeah, one of the things I found was interesting about how the annex is built is when you look at the blueprints. And I'll tell you what. Next time, I'm not going to do it today. Next time, I'll put the website we're going to use to build this into the description. The annex itself, I thought it was just like an attic, like at the top of the building, and it's not. It's almost like an entire house at the back of a house, hidden at the
yeah.
back of a street. So when we're building it, or as we start getting the final touches, that should become a little bit more obvious. And I think it just makes it a little bit more understandable, doesn't it, about how they managed to stay hidden for as long as they did.
Yeah, I'd love to see it because, to be honest, I have never seen it, and the picture reference I've got here, just to help us build, is it looks pretty small or like tight, but
Yeah.
it's probably big inside, or at least, you know, there's a lot of space to put stuff in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she does talk about it. I mean, this is why it's worth, it is worth reading, and we'll use extracts from the diary as, sorry, Mr. Tim, I just wrecked our box of stuff. Does that matter in creative?
That's okay.
No,
We'll scrap this world.
Yeah, that'll be alright. But we'll be using her extracts to kind of fill in the details. So once we've built the blueprints, we'll be using what Anne wrote to build as close an idea as we can of what it would have looked like and felt like. But she generally talks about the fact that it's quite spacious and it's quite a nice place to live, actually. Like in terms of the practicalities. Yeah, it's good. Right, let's see. Now I've been accused of cheating in Minecraft. Yeah, thank you, horror game fan. We've got to get somewhere, haven't we? Right. So now, what's the plan? So we've been cheating.
So if you press triangle,
Yep.
now you should have access to pretty much everything.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess the picture I have with me right now is black and white.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's made out of bricks. So like red brick maybe.
So the front of the house, as in the building that faces the street. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So where are we going to put that? Do you think?
Well, it's facing the water, so maybe in front of here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We can put the street across here, and then the annex
Yeah.
will go in the back. All right. Wicked. So we've got so Reichstag fire Minecraft. Joking. Yeah. We won't do that. I might try and build the Reichstag one day. I mean, I think this is much more useful for what I'll be using it for now. But if you've got any other suggestions, this is something that I was super impressed with Minecraft, of course. It's got so much potential for building anything you want. We were thinking as well of building Churchill's war bunker used during the Second World War. That could be fun. That could be good to have a look around in. But the secret annex sells itself because we've got the detail of where things were inside and outside. So, what do we need to build? So this water here then, Mr. Tim, is going to be the little canal outside, and the house is going to be where?
Here?
Yeah, all right. So now, what's the next step? You're the pro.
I'll try to make what should I make? Some foundations.
Okay.
Just to outline kind of the plan, or plan the buildings, the street, everything.
All right.
and then we'll go from there.
Right. If you crack
And then
on
you,
with...
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What can I do to help?
Well, first of all, you can tell me about Anne Frank.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, I'm on a donkey then. Does the donkey fly? Oh, no.
You're a donkey?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
I was, and then I realised I can fly around a bit better. I'm not going to add anyone as friends, by the way. It's worth kind of flagging that up. I've seen it in the comments. I can't. So what we'll do? I can't even remember what we're going up to. So yeah, so people are really angry at the end of the First World War. They are raging with the new people who take over, purely because the people who've taken over surrender as soon, essentially 2 days within. And it's worth saying, very early on the 11th of November, they surrender. So, basically, they come into power and they immediately start seeking to end the First World War, which really winds up the Germans, because the Germans, I see, okay, I'm with you. Well, we've got some foundations being laid. So the Germans are under the impression, a lot of them, that they're actually winning the First World War. So you can imagine, if you think you're winning a world war, and you've been involved for years, and you're starving because the Allies, the people you're fighting against, have been stopping, should I dig out some of these rocks? Is that useful? These blocks?
Yeah.
Wicked.
Clear out. Do some.
I'll clear out the. Yeah, I'll wreck stuff. Yeah. So as you can imagine, if you think you're winning a conflict, even though people are getting hungry and they're really struggling, and then you're told by the new people who take over, oh, by the way, we've lost and we've already signed a ceasefire, and we're now going to ask them to give us a peace treaty. People are furious. And there's actually, someone mentioned the train that the armistice was signed in, and there's actually a really interesting story about the train carriage itself. And some of this is actually coming into the question. So, no, there's some speculation about who might be Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim's my friend. I actually have friends, so it's quite nice. Mr. Tim's not a teacher. There's some speculation that you might be someone who's been in a school recently, but no, I can confirm that's not the case. But the train carriage, it's just going to go on.
Keep going. Yeah.
You're like a mystery man. We could really get some mileage out of this, couldn't we? Maybe that could be our next clickbaity title. Who is Mr. Tim? Mr. Tim finally revealed, all caps.
But it never happens.
Yeah, I think we need questions. That's one thing I did want to ask, actually, before I start talking about the train, is I want clickbait titles now, right? I want loads of clickbait titles. I think because at that time Germany did not use. Yeah, they did, and we're going to come on to that. One of the reasons, linked to something I've just said, that people fell out or kind of accused the Jews of all that they accused them of was because they felt that the Jews had played an instrumental role in Germany surrendering in the First World War. There's this thing called the stab in the back myth. The idea is that the Germans would have won the First World War if it wasn't for the Jews and it wasn't for the communists at home making it hard for the army to fight the First World War. But let's get on to the train carriage. So they sign the armistice, the November criminals, the new leaders of the Weimar Republic, in a train carriage on the 11th of November in the early hours. I think it's about 5 a.m. they sign it, and then the fighting stops officially on, I'll carry on down here, at 11 a.m. But the train carriage becomes famous. So Adolf Hitler is so angry about what happens in the train carriage that in 1940, when Germany finally when Germany defeat France in the Second World War, he makes the French representatives sign their own ceasefire in the same train carriage that Germany had signed their own ceasefire in 1918. So as a symbolic gesture of the fact that they were angry about what had happened at 1918 when the First World War ended, they make the French representatives in the Second World War sign their own ceasefire, an armistice which stops the fighting, in the exact same, well, not location, but the exact same train carriage. And Adolf Hitler keeps this because he thinks it's a real symbolic moment of him kind of defeating the people who had defeated Germany in the first place. So that was pretty, shows, I guess, about how hell-bent he was on achieving certain things and how much he held on to things, really. I mean, that'll be a theme we'll come on to. Do we need to worry about people coming to kill us at night time now?
Nope. They don't spawn. Well, I hope they don't spawn. I don't think they spawn. They shouldn't.
Yeah, okay, we're okay then.
Yeah.
So, right, let's see. Clickbait titles. Congrats, sir, on beating 230 subs. Thank you. Well, I think, look, got to 230 today. I have found generally when I'm streaming, I pick up a few. So, hopefully we can pick up a few more. The next target has got to be 300 now. We've got to go for 300. So if you haven't sent this to anyone, yeah, we're going for it now, Mr. Tim.
Oof.
So this is shameless self-promotion now, whilst I get rid of all these blocks. You need to send this to everyone. Everybody needs to know. Oh, I'll say that.
Everybody.
They don't. Nobody needs to know.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do, sir.
Yeah, we need
Definitely.
to get this flying. We got some... Circling Roblox would be very funny. What is... Right. Minecraft is new to me. I'm just getting into Minecraft. What's Roblox? Is it a similar concept? Do you know, Mr. Tim?
One step at a time.
Yeah, running before I can walk. What is Roblox, Mr. Tim? Do you know?
I think it's just Minecraft, but I don't know. When I saw it last, it just looked like Minecraft to me.
Oh, look, this is shaping up nicely, Mr. Tim. I'm hacking away.
I don't
You're actually
know.
building stuff. Oh, we got a bit of glass. That's looking pretty good actually from the image we've been using, and we'll put
I'm
that
stuck.
put that up later.
Do you want to do the streets whilst you're...
Roblox Titanic is funny.
Okay.
ICL. ICL means I can't lie. That's what I know.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, that's something I learned just now.
You've killed the donkey.
ICL.
Why did you do?
Wow.
The donkey was.
Because it was in the way. Oh, I lied. They do spawn. I don't know why they spawn.
Right, hang on. So Roblox is a platform filled with lots of user-made games. Oh, no way.
User-made. Oh.
So if we built something in Roblox, people could use it.
Yeah.
There's many
Do you
genres of
get
games.
paid?
You can have an avatar as well. Do you get paid for making the games? Yeah, can anybody confirm? Do you get paid for making the games? Because it's not about money, guys. It's about education. But also, do you get paid?
Yeah,
if
definitely.
by default you get paid too, then maybe I'll be even more interested.
That's a big plus.
So that's some clickbait titles we've had. History teacher plays Roblox games. In brackets, gone wrong. That's pretty clickbait to be fair. I like that one.
I love.
We still don't know what
stream
brazy
as
means.
well.
Mirage is right. I've not been into brazy yet. So, right, what we'll do? We've established, I think, the end of the First World War. The Germans are angry with how the First World War ends, to the point that the Nazis, or Adolf Hitler, is going to hold on to this resentment for a long time. Going forward, we're slow because of what we're building. We'll start telling the story of how the Germans try at first to remove the Weimar Republic, the new system of government. They eventually come to terms with it being in charge, and then the Nazis, after an economic crash, which I think we'll use FIFA to talk about actually, Mr. Tim. Do you play FIFA?
Ooh. No, but I'd love to be part of that.
Yeah, we'll do a FIFA stream. So I'm thinking we'll do a FIFA stream on the Wall Street crash, because it's all about economics, and football is, there's a lot about
Economics, right?
Yeah, supply and demand. Why do certain players get paid more than others? Supply. We'll stretch it. But when there's a big economic crisis, eventually people turn to the Nazis. So the Nazis are kind of hovering over the Weimar Republic for a long period of time. There's one period where Adolf Hitler gets locked up and it seems they're gone forever. But then they slowly kind of come to power. Now, it's not a given at all that the Nazis would come to power, but we know that they do. And the reason we're building what we're building here is we want to eventually tell the story of how what is ultimately a group of... Adolf Hitler is a fascinating figure because he is an outsider for almost all of his life. And then he essentially gets to a position where people are hiding in secret rooms to avoid the nation he is in charge coming in and murdering them ultimately. So that's the story we're going to paint and tell very slowly, as has been demonstrated here. Because how long have we been on? Half an hour already, and that's as far as we've got. I've actually right.
Baby steps.
I don't know how. I hope this doesn't. I need to get some settings set up, privacy-wise. Please, just for the just in terms of kind of being able to do this going forward, I can't receive messages on PlayStation. All right, if someone's sending me messages on the PlayStation, can you
no.
please don't? Just purely because it could be I'm going to have to ignore and delete it, and I didn't know that people were able to do that because I'm foolish and I'm a noob, but they can apparently. So, right, before I get into Brazy, Mr. Tim, how are you feeling about what I'm getting here? Right, let's have a look.
What you doing?
Got more, it's all about learning, but you get paid to make a game. I would like to make a game. You explained Brazy at the start. We half explained Brazy. Brazy means crazy, but I'm going to explain why you use Brazy and the correct occasions in which you should use it. Not everyone should use it. It's worth saying. Right, let's see. History teacher turned job of the character you're playing. Yes, that's good clickbait title. Oh yes, yes.
I like that one.
History teacher turned Yeah, I could whatever I want to play then, isn't it? History teacher turned Arsenal manager on career mode FIFA 23. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some spell checking out, brilliant. Not a big fan of FIFA, but I'll watch anyway, brilliant. Well, it's not about the FIFA, you know? Some
It's
people, my
about
wife might
economics.
say, it's about economics, thank you very much, Mr. Tim.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my wife is on my case. She's saying, oh, you know, you can't just come up with any game and have a loose... right, like, legit, right, likely, whoever's now sending me messages saying, please, can you please stop, or I'm going to have to turn the whole thing off. So,
no,
yeah, I
don't
know.
wanna do that.
Yeah, because it just, like... I don't want to go into details, but it makes it very difficult to be able to run things like this if I get private messages.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not private because they're all, you know, saved and all the rest, but I just want to avoid it.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, sorry, it's okay. It's okay. I get it. If you know how to do it, I would probably, you know, I understand it. But, so yeah, she's on to me and she's saying, oh, you know, you can't just slap economics on a game you want to play and then just play the game, stream it. I said, well, this is what streamers do, and I'm a full-time streamer. Well, not quite full-time, but I'm a regular streamer now, so this is what it's all about. Now I'm not making this very neat, but yeah, I'm proving her wrong. Good thinking. Right, 25-point program. Yep, that was the Nazi program to try and gain support from the German people. It wasn't actually too successful because they don't actually gain too much support from the 25-point program. They gain most of their support when people are desperate, because there's a pretty useful phrase actually for understanding the rise of the Nazis, but it's not just relevant to the rise of the Nazis, and it's that... Let's see, we can't see the messages. Okay, that's good then. Okay, good. I was worried on the side that people's, without knowing it, that their thing might be flagging up on the stream. It's not, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know. Yeah, so basically the 25-point program isn't too useful for the Nazis. What's really useful for the Nazis is people being hungry, actually being desperate, and not having jobs, because there's a really useful phrase for understanding a lot of history, and it's that people don't protest on a full stomach. So when things are going well, yeah, it's good, isn't it? When people have jobs and people have food and they're happy, they do not protest. They just get on with it. They're happy. Why would you want change if things are okay? When things are desperate, then people want change. So let's go and check in. Now, for when I drop the link in the channel and you see what Mr. Tim is creating here, you will see. This is actually very good. This is very close. I think this could work. When this is set up, I'm going to use it in and of itself, but this is good. Right, I'm going to build a house and take a picture and show you. Okay, brilliant. Excellent.
Do you want to start the street, sir?
Okay. Yeah, I can start the street. We can do some building then. You're going to... How do I do this?
So... Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Flying.
I don't know what... it looks like brick as well. But I'm guessing it's a lighter color. So like, what can we use here?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the blueprint that we're building this off.
Yeah.
In the chat, just so people can have a look.
That'd be
because
good. They can help us out too.
Because they guessed what it was, so fair is fair. And people can help out and give suggestions exactly. So this is a really good website. This is annefrank.org that I'm about to drop. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to drop it.
What you mean?
Yep, the link I think has gone in. I'll pin that to the top so you all know where it is. But that's the website we're using, okay? annefrank.org. Oh, it's raining. You'll see that there's an interactive blueprint which shows what the building looks like. Now you've got to bear in mind that from the front, when you look at the building like, directly on, like I am on the screen in front of you here, you can't see the depth as well. You can kind of see the top of the back, but you can't really see the depth. So it's pretty hidden. And like I said, I thought originally the annex was just an attic, and it was only through seeing these blueprints on this website that I kind of realised otherwise, and we thought we would do it this way. So he's in creative mode. He's cheating. Oh no, that was ages ago. That's because I was pinning stuff, isn't it? Okay, we've got it. Okay, I might put some very useful things in the chat about how Hitler became Chancellor. We'll come to that eventually in the story. We do learn about... Yeah, so... This is the front, obviously, that Mr. Tim is working on. I'm going to clear some road over here for some more going. And what time are we on? Right. Oh, we're on 39 minutes, Mr. Tim. So we're going to give this another what? Should we give another 5 minutes? Do you reckon? Does that sound sensible? We'll give another 5 minutes. So if you've got any questions about anything, drop them in the chat, especially about this topic. That would be brilliant. As always, if you've got suggestions about other games we can play and other things we can talk about, that would be good too. I mean, the primary focus here is to learn about history using video games, but obviously the pace at which we have to go through the history and we can play the games is very, very flexible.
And it doesn't have to relate to anything.
Doesn't
in history.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. That's how we're starting, isn't it? I mean, it could be questions like, what are you going to do with your diamond plaque? Things like that, you know? I'm learning all about the plaques. What are you going to do? I'll probably, you know, seeing as though someone's, you know, I'll put it above my bed, won't I? So when I open my eyes, the first thing I'll see is a diamond plaque and think, wow, now I've made it.
Wow. That's when you know.
That's when you know. How do you build stuff then? How do we build stuff? You know, like, how do I lay down some bricks?
You put some, lay down brick. Well, choose like a block that you want to put down from the main menu, the inventory that you have, and then I guess it's hard to start someone off. Because for instance, if you're building the road here, try to find something that looks similar to the reference picture that you're looking at.
Oh yeah. Let's have a look at the image. So I'm finding out how to make bricks. Okay, so in terms, if you're looking on the website that I've linked, we're using the photograph from the page that says the history of the secret annex. I mean, we've not actually said who Anne Frank is, actually. I'm just realising. I mean, I'm just assuming that everyone knows, and probably they do. But Anne Frank was a young Jewish teenager who hid from the Nazis in, you know, will eventually be a virtual version of where she was hiding from the Nazis with her family during the Second World War. So, just because it came up on my screen as I was scrolling for the image. So I don't want to use the same brick, do I, that you've used, because on the image they're different.
Yeah.
So, let me see what else
they
we
look
got.
a bit different.
Should I just use the cobbled deep slate?
Ooh.
Or should I go for the cobblestone?
There's stone bricks as well.
Stone bricks? Oh.
Use whatever you think is good.
I'm going with this one.
Go with your gut.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm going with the cobblestone, Mr. Tim. So I'll get a load of them and then I'll just place them, I imagine.
Give us a nice street.
Nice street. Yeah,
no, you're doing.
It's a terrace, isn't
the
it?
next one. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Is that what? Should I build something else?
No. You could do that. I thought we were doing the street.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Tim.
No.
The image I've got has just got the build. Yeah, I'll build up alongside here then, as if we were going to do this in survival.
That's what I mean.
Way too ambitious. Right, let's see. Oh, hang on. We've got some questions. Right, while I'm placing bricks. What was the Nuremberg laws? I don't know what. I just came across it. So oh goodness, hang on. Let's get rid of these. The Nuremberg laws are a series of laws brought into force by the Nazis. I think it's Mr. Tim, I've just smashed a hole in the wall. Sorry, mate.
That's okay. I'll fill it up.
You're very good. They're introduced basically to restrict the freedoms of Jewish people. One of the things that we'll eventually come to when we look at the Nazis in power is that they remove the right to be a German citizen from Jewish people. So once they've removed the right to be a German citizen from someone, then you can start enforcing certain things, restrictions on their life. So eventually it will be originally you're no longer a German citizen, so you don't have certain legal protections, and then it will eventually develop into you can't keep a pet, or you can't have a radio, or there'll be restrictions on when you can go out and you have to wear like a yellow star. So that it develops kind of like that. The Nuremberg laws are kind of seen as in a large part as the start of that. What you building, sir? We're building Anne Frank's secret annex. I've put in the pin. If you look at the pin comment, there's a link to what we're building. It's not that. Is that your?
What are those things in between the windows? You see that? It's like, it almost looks like a sword or a cross.
Oh yeah, they look like little metal
Yeah.
fixings, don't they? On the actual building that the annex is in. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just gonna see if I can. This is all very new to me, as you can probably tell. So we'll just start adding some stuff across and worry about this later. So what are we on? Right, we've had another 5 minutes there. So it's not our horse, no. I mean, it's just random. Same as this village. We had nothing to do with this. This was here. I mean, you've probably played Minecraft, haven't you, you lot? So you know what it is and how it works. This is looking good. This is a good start.
Yeah.
I'm a bit embarrassed that when you look at you look at the workload, all these holes and all of this that's been removed is me, and then I built a backwards C in cobblestone, and you built the front of the building.
No.
But we're getting there.
It's progress.
Progress.
We're doing the class,
yeah,
as well as building. So
exactly. So yeah, we're getting there.
All fun and games.
Right, we'll knock it off there. So, just as a quick little recap of everything we've been through, we're going to build Anne Frank's secret annex. We're going to think about how Germany got to a position where the Nazis came to power and why this was seen to be necessary by people, and it was. It was necessary for Jewish people to hide from the Nazis, by the end especially. And we've just introduced some of the key ideas that in 1918, when Germany loses the First World War, lots of people are furious with the new government in place, and they seek to change it. They're really angry that they've come into power and surrendered as they did. They thought they were winning the First World War, and probably next time, when we probably be every Thursday, I would think, because we've got a bit of time for those of you who are going to be doing GCSE stuff to work through some of this. We'll have a think about how different political groups tried to get the Weimar Republic removed entirely, how they tried to actually force them out. And how difficult the Weimar Republic found it to actually stay in control of Germany to start with. And we'll look at the Treaty of Versailles as well, the peace treaty that the German people are angry with as well. Right, wicked. So it's been emotional, as always. Oh, and no, thank you so much. Someone just commented when to use Brazy. I was clickbaited. Yeah, we can't look. I don't want to actually be clickbaiting here. So, Brazy, right? Let's break this down. You're absolutely right. So, there's a long-running feud between two different groups of people called the Bloods and the Crips, all right? And I don't know if you know much about this. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what actually started the feud. Do you, Mr. Tim?
No. Enlighten me, please.
Well, I don't know is the point. I don't think anyone does. And I think, yeah, you know, in Romeo and Juliet, the Capulets and the Montagues, they've got a long-running family feud, and nobody knows like what kind of started it. Similar thing. Another similar thing, Red Dead 2. You know the Braithwaites and the Grey family?
Oh, yeah,
and nobody really knows what started it. I can just see you chasing something into the water. So it's kind of like that, I think, with the Bloods and the Crips at this stage. Wherever they're based, is that they hate each other. They hate each other's guts. Now, because the Bloods hate the Crips, they have disdain for the letter C. They just don't rate it at all. And if they can avoid it, they won't use the letter C. Now, I'm pretty confident. It might sound, a little bit out there, but I'm pretty confident that this is legit. Yeah. So instead of using the letter C unnecessarily, sometimes members of the Bloods will switch the C for a B. That's what they'll do. So, crazy for a member of the Bloods becomes Brazy. There we go.
Wow.
So if you are, I don't know enough about the Bloods or the Crips, but I'm going to wager I don't think people should necessarily automatically be members. I think you'll know if you're a member of the Bloods or the Crips.
You're gonna start something, Dean.
I know. It's a shame.
You're gonna start something.
This is all stuff I've just. I like what you've done with the fixings. Nice. That's very realistic. From a distance, right? From over here. Very good. So that's what I found out. That's what Brazy means. So I heard someone talking about it on YouTube, and I thought, what does this mean? And I searched it up, and that's what I found out. So there we go.
It must be true, right?
I mean, if the internet says it on a first initial search, you'd think it'd be true.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come on to that next time, won't we? Right, that's extra. That's a little bit of extra hours there. Have a good evening, everyone. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Yep.
See you later.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers, Mr. Tim. Bye.